Shot. If you've seen those shorts where someone throws an airplane and it goes around till it finds a special someone, this is almost like that. Izuku was upset. Today was his first night of college and it was also the first day of college for his girlfriend. Unfortunately, they got accepted to two different colleges on the complete opposite side of the city where they lived, meaning they couldn't see each other as much as they would have liked. Ochako promised that she would send a text after she got back from with her friends on a jog, but he has yet to receive one. Maybe she forgot, Izuku thought with his face on the desk in sorrow.
So what are you doing?
I was coming.
Going to college was already going to be stressful enough, but now he doesn't even know if his girlfriend cared about him. Out of instinct he grabbed a piece of paper and he began to write. Dear Ochako, it's Izuku, you know your BF. I hope you're alright. I haven't gotten a text like you promised me and it just has me anxious. I hope this somehow finds you and you can reply to me as soon as possible. Love Izuku, Izuku thought as he wrote. Once he finished he folded the paper into a paper airplane. He got up from his seat and opened his room window. He then took the airplane and threw it outside, watching it fly. I doubt it will get anywhere though. Probably end up on the ground, Izuku thought. He closed his window after he couldn't see the plane anymore and he turned on his room TV. Meanwhile the paper airplane flew around. It was a windy night so it was still going and a gust of wind carried it far. It eventually got stuck in a small opening of a car window without the driver noticing. After driving around for a while the car made a sharp turn forcing the paper airplane out and it landed on the street where it laid at rest. Mommy, look at this, a little girl said to her mother as she picked it up. Sweetie, don't pick up litter on the street. Who knows where it's been, the mother scolded her daughter. The mother took the airplane from her daughter and tossed it away, letting it fly over a wall. It came over the wall and landed in a yard in front of the house. Some more trash, the yard keeper grumbled to himself, putting the airplane into the bag. He added a bit more trash into the bag and went onto the street to place the bag into the trash can. The dog in the yard, however, broke off the leash and ran over and started to bite the bag. Let go, you mutt. The yard keeper pulled the bag away from the dog, not noticing the hole the dog made. The airplane fell out through the hole and the yard keeper placed the bag into the garbage can, then taking the dog back into the yard. A few minutes later the garage collectors came and one of them opened the garage cane and put the bag into the back. Some people are messy, the garbage man said, noticing the airplane on the ground. He picked it up and tossed it in the back as well and then drove off with his partner. They drove around for a bit collecting more trash before moving on to the opposite side of the city. As they turned a corner faster than they should have, the airplane fell out of the back and some air let it fly higher. It flew around, just barely missing trees, telephone poles, and people. Luckily it was suddenly very windy so it wasn't going to stop anytime soon. It was heading for a house with the window closed. However, just before it got the window, a woman opened the window and noticed the airplane coming through. What the woman saw in wonder. It went over an air vent, letting it fly higher, going up the stairs and into another room. A kid was startled when he opened his bedroom door and the airplane came through. He watched it go straight through his room and out his window. He looked out the window and watched the airplane fly straight ahead towards a college until it was out of his sight. There the airplane started to lose its velocity. It started to slowly go down and began to lower and lower. There was an open window on the lower floor and it was going to be close. However, another yard keeper was blowing leaves and he accidentally aimed it at the airplane when it went low and it gave it some more velocity, allowing it to get into the window. It landed in the room comfortably on the dresser in the room. The one in room noticed the airplane. She went to the airplane and wondered how it got there. She opened it and she read what was written. She smiled at the words. "Sorry Deku. My phone's been dead and my charger is really slow," Ochako thought. She checked her phone and it was a little over enough to turn on. She did so and she texted him. He wouldn't believe that the paper airplane actually traveled so far. Short and sweet.
Finally, we can relate. Our side by side is vain. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.